A little longer to start up.
You didn't think that guy with the fun buns looked a little bit like you?
No, you dumbass. That was honestly... No, Hudson, you would like look at this picture and be like, what is he talking about?
No. I think Hudson's going to be...
This guy did not look anything
My sisters
like
were both on Zach's side.
What's a fun bun?
Like Miley Cyrus, like two...
Wrecking Ball, Miley Cyrus.
Buns, like right here.
What are those called? They got a name.
Space buns.
There it is. There it is.
John thought that looked like me.
No.
No.
Nah.
No, it was a terrible...
Who is this man?
No idea. Some they knew.
Addie sent it. I don't think Addie knows him either.
Nah.
Knows they.
John was like, is that?
Nah.
This guy's arms are way bigger than mine, so I should take it as a compliment.
That's all I was referring to.
His massive arms. And I just said, is that John? Try and get back at him, but
I know, you really nailed me.
Loser. Can't believe you did that.
We watched, I'm going to call it Triple R.
RRR. Bollywood. Bollywood sick.
Is that what that is? This movie rocked.
Hell yeah.
Really?
Rocked.
Hell yeah. I thought it was epic.
I thought it was fantastic.
Epic.
It was fantastic.
Oh, this
I
movie
loved
is
it.
so
I mean,
fantastic.
I loved all 4 days of it. I mean, I was this close to turning it into 4 days.
We were
I
2
powered
there.
through yesterday.
On the 3rd day.
Yeah.
We did 2.
First day, I started it. I liked it. I was tired, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stop this here.
The scene 15 minutes in where this guy, they say, arrest that man, and he runs through 10,000 Indian people all trying to fight him.
Yeah,
and he's just punching all of them.
Is this, I don't know anything about Bollywood. I think this is my first Indian movie. Do you know if...
Me too.
Like, if this one a lot of them are alike?
All of us are pretty new to the scene.
Is this not a Life of Pi situation?
Life of Pi was an American
not
movie.
Bollywood, though.
That's an American movie. It just happens to be an Indian man. Like Slumdog Millionaire,
that's
American movie.
Yeah.
But Harry Potter.
It's a Bollywood.
I feel like we take claim for Harry Potter to some degree. But
Oh, it's just the same. It's just the same. Like, it's England... America's number 1, England's number 2. Everybody knows that.
England's number 2?
Yeah.
That's what it was when I was growing up. Now I think
it was pretty low.
China's number 2.
I was about to say China's number 2.
And maybe Russia's number 3.
Yeah.
A guaranteed number 1 very soon.
Because of
Might be
DJT?
DJT.
Yeah. Did you see what he did to Colombia? All time.
What'd he do?
We sent a plane of immigrants
2
back to
full
Colombia.
planes.
They said, we're not accepting them. Donald Trump said, all right, here's tariffs
25%
on this.
on everything.
He like listed out a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Then the Colombian president said, all right, we'll send our presidential plane to come back and pick him up.
Yeah, he sent his personal plane, picked up all of them.
That's
crazy.
They
That's the
flipped on
same
that
shit.
real quick.
What a cool day for those Colombians.
Yeah.
A sad and cool day.
Hey!
I would be so annoyed.
You gotta go back to Colombia. Damn. You're gonna go in Air Force
plane.
2 or whatever it's called.
I feel like they're not comfortable when they're sitting. I've seen some, like...
Oh, man, imagine being on a plane, like, going back and forth. That would be the worst part. That's
Nobody's
3 of the same ride.
Shake and really stuff those planes full. I swear I've seen people, like, sitting in aisles and stuff. Like, a real full plane.
It'd be cool to ride in one of those, like, Air Force planes that's, like, no seats. You know, where they're, like, sitting on the side and, like...
Yeah, you're talking to the right guy.
Yeah.
AC 130 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cargo plane?
What kind of plane is Air Force One?
I don't know. Yeah, like a Boeing or something. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Does it have guns on it?
Actually,
no.
I take that.
I think it's probably got secret guns.
Oh, it's got guns. For sure.
Yeah, it's got.
I mean, it makes sense that it would have.
Like,
guns.
imagine if Russia's they heard Air Force Ones in the air and they were
I
like,
think more like anti-aircraft, similar
Maybe
like
not.
a sonar or something.
I bet it's got at least
something,
something like that, and then it probably already it always has jets on like standby. Just
I'm sure it's got 2 jets.
Watching one of those President details in the air
within like 20 seconds away, probably.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean a jet's pretty much how fast is a jet?
It can go from DC to Miami in like 10 minutes.
Wow. What about DC to California?
Wow.
I don't know, probably like an hour maybe.
You think?
Yeah.
Man.
Are you comfortable the whole time, or can you?
Hell no, you're not comfortable.
You're going full G.
I saw this. Oh yeah, dude. Like
You're doing
these
that for
guys
an hour
black out.
straight.
Probably. I mean,
They black
probably-
out.
Yeah, but that's when you go like up and then down really
Yeah,
fast,
CG.
right?
Well, I think even when they're going mock, it's like riding in that spinny ride, but
Yeah,
way
it's-
worse.
yeah.
you know
it's
who
bad.
can do that? Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy's a modern marvel. I don't
Yeah.
really love him, but the stuff he does is incredible.
We
Yeah,
watched a
he's-
video on him in school, and he was on Letterman or Conan or something like that. And he was talking about being a pilot, and he was like, we went to Denver one time, and we didn't have enough oxygen, so we just took it out of the passenger cabin and pumped it to us. And Letterman was like, is that not, like, dangerous or something? And he was like, oh, you know, he just went to sleep, so he didn't complain. And,
Whoa, there was a
and he
passenger in there.
he was like, oh, all right, like, we'll keep on going. Like, what else he
He
doing?
passed out pretty quick. I've seen Tom Cruise like talking about the licenses he's had. Every license. I'm pretty sure he's a broker in California. He's got everything you could think of.
That's funny.
Every like vehicle he would like possibly drive, he's licensed to drive it.
That's pretty crazy. He's got all that time.
What do you mean he's got $200 million and like?
Yeah, I don't
But
think he
he's in
does
movies
much.
all the time. He has to work out. You're gonna.
It's true.
I think
Tests
being in
for your
movies all the time is
CDL.
also like. I mean, I'm sure it's like a 6-month process or something, but
I think it's even shorter than that. It's crazy.
3
I was
months.
seeing someone talk about it. Like they're like, yeah. So I think it was Timothy Chalamet talking about being Bob Dylan. He's like, yeah. I mean, I'm only gonna get to play him for this 3 months of my life, and I was like, wow, that's nuts.
Yeah, for a big
I bet it's a
paycheck.
grueling 3 months.
It's crazy because they probably like.
But if you don't need the money, you could take 10 years off. Tom Cruise has nothing.
That's what I'm saying. You can live off the dividends off of one of those.
Yeah,
movies.
he's a-okay. He
oh
has
yeah,
all
he's
the time.
fine. But once you got it, you always want more.
You think? I
I think there's
a,
10
Not me,
Mission
brother.
Impossibles.
yeah, there's a number
If
for
I
me
make
where I would
if
definitely
I
be
make
like, all right,
$5 mil off a movie, I'm done.
5
Unless
mil?
I said mil.
There's a couple
Damn.
people that do that.
$5
billion.
billion.
The guy from
Off a single movie?
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, and
Yeah.
he's in Spaceballs with a giant helmet.
Yeah, what is that guy's name?
He
Martin
made a
something?
little bit of money, and he was like, all right, I'm done.
It's a good call.
I think that's
But not
right.
many people do that.
Yeah,
I wouldn't do that.
I think a lot of people just like acting.
I thought you just said you would.
There's a number. It's not 5 mil. It would be like
No, because
200 mil.
once you get to then you if you're a 200 mil guy, then
500.
you also are getting like the coolest roles. You could then you
Yeah.
might get to be
Yeah, Tom
Iron Man.
Cruise,
Man.
it's like
It's crazy.
It's like, hey, we're just gonna make another Mission Impossible. We're gonna pay you $10 million more than we did the last movie.
I haven't
Easy
seen like
peasy.
any Mission Impossibles.
5 mil, I feel like I would screw it
They're-
up. Oh, I've seen like parts of it.
I haven't seen like many
Yeah.
Tom Cruise movies. I only just watched the new Top Gun. Like,
Have you ever
few
seen
months
the?
ago.
I guess
think
you
I just
haven't.
watched
But
both
have you
Top
ever seen
Guns.
Risky Business?
no, but I know
I
what
thought
it is.
Risky Business was like, like a Home Alone, but like a PG-13 situation, but like fun, but like
Risky Business.
it's
was
awful.
What is
He like starts off.
Is that Jerry Maguire? Is that his name in it, or is that a movie called
no,
Jerry Maguire?
Maguire's a different movie.
Is that named Jerry Maguire?
Yeah. But so
Yeah,
this
so-
movie, he's a high schooler. His parents go out of town, and he's like gonna cause a ruckus. And he becomes a pimp and runs a brothel out of his house.
Oh,
And
were
it's
they out
not.
of town?
It's like
What's this one called again?
now you got me stuck on Jerry Maguire. Risky Business.
Risky Business.
Risky
Yeah.
Business.
And it's weird. He like starts a strip club out of his parents' house with like these like local whores, and it's like
Local.
it's like high school buddies come through and they all go. And it's like the whole time it's like this like feeling of like, yeah, like we're having fun, like look, we're getting into a little trouble. And it's like this is, I don't know.
This is some pretty serious trouble. brother.
Yeah, this is awful.
This is a felony.
I don't even know how it ended. I turned it off.
I think
What's
Jerry
the
Maguire is
movie-
a sports agent in that one, right?
Yeah, he is.
I don't know.
What's the movie
Cuba
with,
Gooding Jr. It's a good one. That's a good one.
Justin Timberlake and that kid this young man who actually died, I'm pretty sure.
Social networking.
No.
Let's go.
I think it is Justin Timberlake, though. I'm almost positive. But they had this kid and they
Oh,
kidnapped
Alpha
him.
Dog.
Alpha Dog.
That
and
guy
they-
did die. You ever
it-
seen that movie?
Dude, that's actually
It's
a
a
pretty
great
good. That's a
movie.
great movie.
What's it about?
So they kidnapped this kid for some reason.
So I think they kidnapped this kid and they were going to use him for a ransom, and then I think it got kind of out of control and they didn't know what they were doing, and so like you're like,
They at during the portion of the movie. It's not a long movie.
He's becoming friends with his kidnappers.
They're all buddy. They're at parties. He's partying with them, and then at the end of it, they murder this kid at the top of Hollywood Hills.
Dang, I was trying not to ruin it for him.
You had to ruin it.
It was hard to tell the plot.
It would have been a really boring
what happens
plot.
is
they just hang out all the time and they have a blast.
Kid.
I can't. And then his brother. I think what happens is his brother. Maybe they're opposing gangs basically, and I think his brother. They kidnap his brother, and then that guy's going ape. And I think it just causes to where they're well, we can't give him back now. What do we do?
Point. And they love the kid by the end.
Oh man, Justin Timberlake and that guy are best buds.
Seems like you have other options.
Yeah. I mean, I'd have to watch it again.
I would just tattoo him.
It's a great movie. Yeah, it's worth a watch.
Forehead. Just make him a part of my gang.
Oh, okay.
With a forehead tattoo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guess you had to watch it.
Oh no, I don't think
that would make even less sense.
I gave you the benefit of the doubt.
No, yeah, I've seen it. I would have hated it. That's how the movie ended.
I thought everyone had forehead tattoos.
Oh, yeah.
They don't.
No.
That was out of left field.
Yeah, but how did that kid die? He was our age, I'd assume.
I know. I can't remember.
Car accident, probably.
Oh, is that the?
He looks way younger than he actually was.
He's in Star Trek.
I'm pretty sure he got crushed by his car against his gate.
That's what I thought. Yeah, I was gonna say something.
His car went into neutral, or he left it in neutral, and he got crushed by it.
I think Hudson's right.
My great uncle got killed like that.
Anton Yelchin.
Well, who did?
My great uncle
died like that.
He worked in a trucking bay.
Yeah,
and he got cut in half.
Yeah, and that guy died at 27 years old. Your great uncle got cut in half.
Yeah, similar age.
Oh my gosh.
Pretty young. By
cut in
giant
half?
semi truck.
Is that what you said?
Yeah, just crushed at the waist.
Was he crushed at the waist or was he cut in half?
I mean, you're not getting sawed. You're not getting clean cut by a truck, but it was you seen a shipping yard for trucks, the height. So it got hit by a truck going that way, and obviously his body gave.
Sorry to hear about your great uncle.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I never knew him. He died about 50 years ago. But
man,
I didn't know my grandpa. Wish I did.
R.I.P. He died of a heart attack, I believe. Not in some crazy way,
everything's crazy. Death is death.
You don't even know how the sausage is made.
But it's made.
What does the R stand for in this movie?
It's
they said it.
Because at first they were fire,
redemption.
Rage.
No, it wasn't all R's. That's the funny thing.
No. Later it did, but first it was fire, water, and it was doing that. But later it did do all R's.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did.
At some point there was definitely 3 R's.
At first they were doing what you were like, and I was like,
yeah, it was funny. It's hilarious.
Fire, water.
I loved it though. The first one that came up, I got a good laugh out of it.
It's all these words have an R in them.
Yeah. I mean, there's an R.
Later, they did do what Zach's saying. They did show rage, redemption.
This all
Reunion.
all the action scenes in this movie were better than any Marvel action.
Oh my god, it was fantastic.
Ever.
Yeah. It was cheesy.
It was comedic,
but in a perfect way.
Some of them it was badass.
Yeah, it was cool,
dude. The end when he's got the bow and arrow and he's full native.
I love this movie. I could tell. So, for one, that guy, he was the most put together facial hair and hair.
The police officer.
Yeah. Then they said 3 months later.
I love that.
His hair is 10 inches long, and he's got a full beard. I was like, how much time has passed?
Yeah, they only said 3 months.
Yeah.
And I was like,
and it just shows how strong he is.
Yeah, he goes full Native American.
He was just repping up pull-ups. Even when he was just getting beat to death.
I did think it was funny that one statue sure did look like an American Indian, and then he turned into an American Indian with the bow and arrow.
Native Americans are very hairy,
holding the bow.
Not very hairy.
They're not hairy at all.
They got long hair.
They got long head hair.
No
they don't have beards or.
True, you've never seen an Indian with a mustache.
Yeah, they don't have body hair. Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
Wow.
Y'all probably have some Native American in you.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
What do you
figure
think?
that out.
What do you think the
Fully commit
cheesiest?
to that 116.
What do you think the most
I saw you
ridiculous?
guys both perk up.
My people. All right, shut
What
up.
do you think the most ridiculous move they pulled was?
Oh, it has to be when they save the kid.
Oh, yeah.
I had no idea where they were going until
I like how they made eyes and they knew exactly what they're gonna do.
they were making hand
and they holding the
gestures.
flag. I'm like, all right, respect.
Yeah, I thought that was just for fun.
When the kids when they first become friends, and then they run
save
with
that
the
kid.
rope, and one of them
With the
grabs
horse and the
flag.
motorcycle
Bro,
on one side.
They planned for everything by glances.
Yeah, they looked at each other like, you
Yep,
know.
we
That
know
was
exactly.
amazing. That was
That was the
amazing.
funniest thing ever. It's like 100 feet away, and he does like 3
They
hand
never
signs,
met.
and he's like, "That's
Yeah.
the perfect idea for this situation."
I love how the flag like was part of it too.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
At first I was like, "Oh, that's badass!" Like, while we save this kid, let's hold Mother India.
Yeah.
And then they wrap up in the fire.
I thought the same thing. I was like, I thought, oh, that's cool. And then I was like, oh, he's using it? That's
I thought he
crazy.
was about to, like, take the
That's so
horse.
much cooler.
I thought he was gonna take the horse off the bridge,
Yeah.
I thought
but
he was
the horse just does a quick stop. The horse was
made
even
more
in
sense.
on it.
Yeah,
I thought
horse
the
knew.
craziest thing was
At
when
one
he
point he
like.
catches a motorcycle. He like catches it.
Oh, the
Did he
dude,
catch
it? And then he's
the
beating
jungle
him.
guy. There's a jungle guy and a police officer. The jungle guy was just straight mass.
There's
Anything-
Ram and then
Jungle guy.
Bahim.
Oh yeah,
Something like
yeah.
that.
Beam and Ram.
Beam and Ram. So Beam, I think the craziest part is probably when he raids the white embassy and he drops off 32 wild animals and they're not even on his they're not even on his side.
I love that.
But he's
That was
just running
awesome.
them off.
Yeah. Didn't help him at all.
Like
That
the tiger
scene
was
where they're
there.
all, and I'm like, damn, he even brought deer, and like,
Oh, they were
He's having to
creaming
dodge 'em.
everybody.
I saw them feeding the tiger earlier, so they were just catching him at the beginning.
Oh, and he caught the tiger and like
That was sick.
straight mass, just locked him back in.
Man.
Beam.
Oh man! At the end, they
I almost
Ram.
love this. Like, I love this type of like hero movie
Uh-huh.
where it's like equally comedic as it is sick.
I don't. Do you think in India they're laughing, or is it
No.
just badass?
No, I think it's a cultural
it's just
thing.
badass.
I think at some points it was meant to be funny. But like
I
most of
don't
it
know.
is just badass.
I think it's just badass.
Yeah, I
yeah.
can't
Like
think
the
of it.
parts that we think are funny probably weren't.
I thought most of it was just badass. Like I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
I mean that's ridiculous, but badass.
Badass.
Yeah, a lot of
He
it
was
I
taking
didn't think was
arrows.
funny. A lot of it I was like, that was sick. Like,
He was shooting arrows through like trees
Yeah.
and killing people.
Yeah.
Anything you could think of someone to do in this situation, the top tier badassery,
They had some great
it was
stuff.
done.
Yeah, Bean took Rom's like bullets and totally Wolverined them with him.
Yeah, that was sick.
You remember?
Yeah.
He took them and then he had like 3 prongs in his hand. And he was like,
Yeah.
That was
Oh,
sick.
dude, their little fight was crazy because they were it was breaking my heart the whole time.
yeah, I
yeah.
think never in the history of a movie have I hoped that 2 guys were best friends in real life.
Yeah.
Like I hope Harry, Ron, and Hermione are friends in real life. These 2 guys, I just hope that they like hang out.
Me and Hudson tried to dive deeper into Bollywood.
Anything
And
good?
there was no like
It was
English
hard.
dub for it.
It was really
And I'm not-
difficult.
I'm not
Oh, did
watching.
you guys watch it dubbed?
You watched
We
it?
did. You
I
watched
watched
the
it
sub?
No!
But what I was gonna say about this is
The sub, the dub
I would
is
watch
good.
it subbed
Yeah, I
if I
liked
ever
it.
watch it again.
Yeah.
Because it was a little confusing how he knows English. Rom knew English, and then they're talking, and I was like, oh, this is kind of goofy because
Oh,
he
that
would
happens all the time.
translate
Yeah.
it.
Just let it go.
Yeah. He would be translating English to English.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What they're saying is, yeah, buddy,
We know.
we're all talking.
You just
And I like their dubbed actors because they're still just Indian people doing it, like
Yeah.
speaking English,
Right.
Because they still
It's
have
all
like,
in house.
And I love all that.
I love the head nods.
Like
Yeah.
there was like one like
Yeah.
uncle or something that was doing it for like everything. Every time he popped up on the screen, he was shaking.
Yeah,
Bean
they
was
ended
awesome. He was my favorite.
He was your favorite of the 2?
You liked Rom more?
I think I probably liked Beam
How about
more.
Beam just getting absolutely creamed by Rom with that with the whip, and then he brought out the nails one, and I was like, okay, Rom's gonna he's not gonna be able to use this one, and he still just ripped him to shreds.
Oh, and Bean's just singing the song of our hearts.
Oh yeah, it was a beautiful song.
That might be the best part.
Watch the crimson go.
Yeah.
That is the
I love that song.
Mother.
I wish I could.
Probably close.
It was like the blood was running down towards the feet of like all the people watching him get flogged. And he was like,
how could you be a child of the forest? Something like that.
Something like that. It sounds way better.
I gotta rewatch it just for that scene.
Man, I might just have to play some of the music sometimes.
Yeah, it was insane.
I wish I could know which one it was.
We're not do intro while John's doing this.
I thought about that. Good call.
Movie night. Movie night. Movie night. Ain't no doubt we about to watch one movie night. Turn it on. Gotta get it started. Let's watch a movie tonight. 'Cause movie nights are always the best of times. Got to keep on watching. Keep on watching. Got to keep on watching. Keep on watching.
Got to keep on watching, and that we do, folks.
That we do.
All right, you want to give this a rating?
Absolutely.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
8.5.
What'd you say?
8.5.
That was
Triple R!
I had
Triple
8.4 in my head for so long before this.
What'd you say?
I had 8.4.
8.5.
Something told me 8.5.
I knew as soon as I saw it. 8.5 across the board.
Look at the I had this is a slightly offensive joke, but that whole scene with like Rom, I think it was Rom. Sharpshooter Rom. Yeah, so Rom was growing up and his dad was shooting all of the white guys.
Yeah, that was a great scene.
And then the like aunt or his mother runs up.
Yeah, okay, I was a little bit confused by who was who. That was his mom
mother.
and that was his brother. Was that his dad?
I think it was his dad.
Who was his girlfriend's parents?
The kid. That wasn't
she's
his
insert.
girlfriend. I thought that wasn't his girlfriend. That was the kid with the orange shirt's girlfriend.
The girl that grew up, I thought was the one that
I
gave
think that
him the
was
gun.
supposed to be the same
well.
girl that grew up to be.
And I
Ron's
thought that was
girl.
her dad
Okay.
because she was like.
I think Baba or something.
I thought that
No,
was probably.
her dad was still alive. Right?
What?
Was her dad still alive?
No, I'm pretty sure that was her dad.
That died?
The guy with the gun. I do not think that was Rom's dad.
That was definitely Rom's dad.
Yeah,
No. You
was
guys are
Rom's
wrong
dad.
because later he tells her parents like, "Oh, your
Who
kid."
was Rom's dad then?
He got shot and died.
That was Rom's dad. You're high.
I think
'Cause
you're wrong.
The
Might
dude,
be.
he says something. He keeps on saying something about the
If
artillery.
you guys are
and-
right, then Rom marries his sister. So I hope I'm right.
No,
Well,
that's not her
They
dad.
never said they were brother sister.
That was her dad.
Maybe.
It could be.
I think she could have said Baba or something like some type of
Yeah.
tone.
I don't think that was her dad.
So did the peanut M&M.
Yeah, all right. Oh, but so the scene where like they end up like pushing up a little bit, and there's one like semi-automatic gun, semi-automatic solo shot. Is that the same thing?
Yeah.
And Rom's like feeding his dad bullets, and then the aunt, like the dad gets shot, the aunt freaks out, the mom freaks out, whoever it is, runs in, she gets shot and killed, and then like cuts back, and it shows her like dead body on the ground, and I said, "Damn." Right in the forehead. And like that's
That is a little rough.
yeah, it's a little offensive, but at the moment,
You had to be there.
yeah,
It really wasn't.
probably
funny.
something not to
There.
say.
It is clever.
Yeah.
Is it?
What time is it?
8:08.
What is Dad's whole deal?
Quarter after or before.
I think he just lies.
20 minutes.
Yeah, he doesn't actually ever know.
Man, I can't believe we all said 8.5.
8.5. That's how you know it's a tried and true score.
Sorry, I got confused. Like I was texting Penny text me.
During the pod?
I mean, if he wanted
Work
to
never
know,
stops
he was
for Penny.
asking about. No, he was watching about what he should watch.
RRR.
More like
Yeah.
You should tell him to watch that. Show-wise, he was asking what to watch?
He said I mentioned some show to him on Netflix.
How is Severance?
Oh, it slaps. I've only seen season 1.
I haven't seen it.
Season 1 of Silo is also really good. Have you seen that?
What is Silo about?
They're both on
Drugs?
Apple. Silo is about post-apocalyptic, and they live in this giant silo that's underground, and there's like levels to this
Like
shit.
Fallout.
Is that what Fallout's about?
You
Pretty
watched
much.
Fallout.
I haven't seen the show or played the game.
You didn't watch the first season of Fallout?
I'm actually very anti-Fallout.
Why?
I'm not. I just haven't.
Oh.
I haven't partake.
I'm
You
shocked
should
we
watch the
haven't
show.
potted
It's
that.
really good.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's really
I
good.
think it's overrated compared to what people said it was, but
I
it's
thought it was
very
good.
good.
Did you play the game?
Oh, did people like really
No.
hype it up?
Oh, people were blowing gas up.
I would
its
rather
ass.
watch the Halo show.
Nah, the Fallout show's way better.
Have you seen
You
the
seen
Halo
both?
show?
I've seen about 3 episodes of Halo show, and the Fallout show.
I
That's
think
enough.
Fallout show. It's like
First
anybody.
3 were better.
It's like anybody can watch the Fallout show, even if you haven't played the game. But
Yeah.
the Halo one, I feel like it's got to be rooted in like your childhood, maybe.
Or
But
if
in
you, like,
Silo,
really-
it seems like there's like a government basically, and it seems like they're hiding some stuff about what's outside the silo.
So they're all
Season
in
1's the
silo.
main girl. The very end, she goes outside, and we don't know what happens.
It's extremely similar to Fallout.
But I heard season 2
Yeah, it's literally just like a vault.
Yeah.
kind of.
But the vaults in Fallout are frigged. Like some people have 3.
Severance is
eyeballs.
really cool. If I were going to suggest one, I would suggest Severance.
over Silo.
They're both good. I like both the season 1s. I haven't seen either season 2. I heard Silo season 2 was a bit slow. I haven't heard anything about Severance season 2, but I think it just came out.
There's some good Apple TV.
Severance is cool though. So it's about like in the future you can become severed, I think. And basically it means when you go to work, you will forget everything about your home life, and then you'll go to work.
Why?
And then at work,
You like leave for 8 hours.
Why
you're,
would I want to do that?
some
it's
jobs have
terrible.
to be severed because they're like,
Oh, NDAs
clearance
or something?
levels or whatever. And so
Yeah.
if you're severed, then you don't even have to
Okay.
worry about you.
Sure.
I'm not sure why other ones choose to do it.
That doesn't make sense.
But a lot of groups of people do it.
Yeah.
Even like
So like you wouldn't even. It'd be cool for your home life because you would literally.
I had a tough day at work. Doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
So you would like go back, but
You might
do
get
people
bored,
do people get
but you
go
like.
home?
But when you're at work, that person, it's basically like another version of you,
It's terrifying.
and it sucks for him. All he
Yeah.
does is work 24/7.
he works the whole time.
Well, he
Does he
forgets
not
when he gets on the
know?
elevator. Then when he wakes up, it's when the elevator opens every morning.
I'd be so scared that I'd be like doing something that I don't remember doing.
Yeah.
I think that's
But it's
probably
an
the whole
interesting
point.
concept.
I think the main character, who's like the guy from Parks and Rec,
Yeah.
That seems so obvious. That like my dude that works a lot might just snap and kill everybody.
is he?
And then I
snap
just
kill
like wouldn't
everybody?
know.
Huh?
Does he snap and kill?
No,
everybody?
I think basically
I think he
similar
starts
vibes.
remembering both
They're realizing
lives.
that there's some dark.
Yeah, also I
scheme.
don't know what they're doing to me. I could like they could just be like doing crazy experiments.
He does like some. I don't know. They basically like file these things the whole time. Like they read
They do
or they
data
kind of
entry.
code, and like they don't even know what they're coding. And then this guy like is finding it out.
How do they not know what their job is?
And if they don't even know what it is,
Because
why
they
do
know.
it? I guess it's important.
You should watch it.
Like when they leave the elevator and get onto their office floor, do they like then again remember everything that they
Basically, the elevator is when you go into portal
It's
mode, and when you
okay.
go up and it opens up, then you're back to your home guy.
So you remember going to the elevator.
Yeah.
You're an office guy,
Mm-hmm.
but you remember what you did the day before. You just don't remember
You just don't remember work at all.
right when you're at home, but you remember work when you're at work.
Yeah, yeah. Basically, like you're two people, and when you're at work, you're one guy, and when you're at home, you're another guy.
Does it make the people inside the office more functional? Are we getting rid of water tank talk time?
No, there's they throw birthday parties for each other, and
there's
so
still
like
that stuff.
Office space.
Yeah, but I mean,
what do they talk about?
For an 8-hour workday, I mean, they probably get a lot done.
For sure.
Yeah, more than the usual.
So they're just talking about work stuff.
I don't know. I'd have to rewatch it. It's been a while, but I would because it was good.
The statistics on how many
unless
hours
I hear
a person...
season 2 is bad, then I would give up. Because Silo season 2, hearing it was slow, kind of made me think, I don't know.
So you're just listening to people.
Didn't want to try.
Yeah, I'll do that for sure. There's too much TV these days. I will listen.
Take the first
if I hear something's not good, I would gladly cut it off.
Master of Disguise.
Great movie.
What your point is that a lot of people said it was bad?
Everyone
I know says it's great.
Yeah, well, that's the people you should listen to.
Yeah,
if you're getting it from like people you trust, I guess that's fine. But
you know what I thought was interesting about
Westworld,
the movie? Westworld season 1 is like the best season of all time.
Lie, but great. Fantastic.
No, I actually think it was set up to be better than Game of Thrones. I think it was the best.
It was
one
great.
Season ever. Have you seen that, Hudson? You should watch Westworld season 1.
It sucks because there's like 3 seasons and the rest is shit.
And fake people.
Yeah,
fake people.
You should really watch it. And I've tried to finish season 2 like 4 times, and Jordan tells me season 2 is great. It has such a great ending. It is so bad. It is so bad. I've never made it to the
ending.
Oh my god, it's so bad. And I think there's more seasons. There's certainly more than that. I think there's
at least 3.
5.
But I wouldn't think any more than 3.
I think there's at least 4.
I wouldn't be surprised by more than 3.
There's at least 4, and it might still be coming out.
No way. No way.
3 seasons. I hate being right all the time.
Yeah, it sucks. It's a burden.
Yeah. Well, I've never been able. And Jesse from Breaking Bad's in season 2.
I'm about to go Jesse Pinkman on his ass. Dana, who is like my boss, is like.
He has said stuff about Breaking Bad.
He's watching Better
like,
Call Saul or Breaking Bad or something.
Lately, he's like, man,
blind.
He keeps on just saying stuff about how, like, oh man, I'd really love to go Tuco on that guy right now.
Yeah. He always like just mentions a guy.
Such a deep reference.
No, this is what he said.
Is that the first season guy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's
like, when Tuco beats that guy to a pulp.
It's a deep cut.
Why would you think someone knows
I said,
that?
listen, man, this guy so and so who we're working with is kind of pissed off at you for doing this. And Dana said, F that guy. I'm about to go Jesse Pinkman on his ass. And then he said, bitch.
But he's said it like 3 times lately, and I've never heard him say that before. And I was like, "You watching Breaking Bad right now or something?" And he's like, "No, why?"
We did do it like John. We were at a meeting, and John brought it to my attention, and then I was like, "Shit." Same thing with like Dana with his storytelling. He just laughs like he's already gotten from point A to point B in his head with his story. So the punchline, he's already laughing about
his own story,
and it's my favorite.
No, he's on A to Z, and we're still somewhere on F.
Yeah, we're hanging around at the start of the alphabet, and he's already dying laughing about how this went like 30 years ago.
Yeah.
So you're kind of like fake laughing with him until it starts picking up again.
Nice.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, that guy, hell of a storyteller. He needs a podcast. What are you looking at? You frozen again?
Has it been on me the whole time?
Oh, man.
I wasn't talking at all to see if it was going to switch.
Hudson's head.
There you go.
Yeah.
What time are we on the episode right now?
Yeah, it's
34 minutes.
Flat?
11 seconds.
All right, Zach, give me a good picture.
Oh, okay.
You can't do prayer hands every single time.
Have you ever seen that movie Triangle of Sadness?
No, what's that?
That sounds terrible.
So in the beginning of the movie, they're both male. Or it's a male model, and then in the beginning of the movie, he goes, H&M, Balenciaga, H&M, Balenciaga, and like in H&M you're supposed to be like smiling like you're at a picnic,
And Balenciaga's
and Balenciaga
serious.
you're supposed to be super serious.
Yeah.
Y'all want to do that real quick?
H&M.
No, I'm gonna go both of y'all at the same time.
Okay.
H&M, Balenciaga, H&M, Balenciaga, H&M, Balenciaga.
One of those gotta work.
Yeah, y'all had to get one
What
off.
is that movie about?
Oh, it's a lot. It's really good. Y'all should do
If
it.
you've ever seen Zoolander, you pretty much know what the movie's about.
That's a lie.
It's an intense
That's
movie.
That's a lie. It's got Woody Harrelson. So they go on a ship. It's about a relationship between a male model and an influencer. They go on a yacht. The yacht crashes.
This sounds vaguely familiar.
It's good.
Vaguely.
Austin said, what was that show I told him to watch on Netflix? I said, when did I
Squid
tell you
Games.
that? And he said, I'm sure it's not that. He said, oh, maybe it was your brother. Did you tell him to watch something on Netflix recently?
No, I tell him to do his job. Quit messing around, Austin. He's supposed to be on the clock right now. I don't remember telling him.
Or did you
but
tell
I
him to
know
watch
it
this
did it
movie?
For like 2 hours today.
Did you tell him to watch this?
We talked about it for a second, maybe, because like everybody was in my office for a second,
Yeah.
and we definitely brought it up. But I don't think I would have told Penny to watch this movie. It's not like I thought you would like it
I
if you
did.
gave it a chance, and you
Yeah.
did. 8.5 for a Bollywood movie. Primo score. And
Yeah.
this could be bottom of the barrel.
That's what I was about to say. Like we could
Well,
just be
They're like,
really
oh,
into
if you like
Bollywood.
RRR, you would love
Triple-
XXX.
That's a Vin Diesel movie.
Yeah. I kind of thought I had that.
No, I
vibe.
think we might have to give it another watch, but I'm wondering if a lot of them are like this cool action-y.
I think they are. No, for sure.
I think there's genres to it, but I think
no.
it's a heavy front on.
I-
Because I think I was
I've
like this, I
definitely-
want to like a Bollywood love story.
Drama.
I've
Yeah.
seen a
No.
bunch of Bollywood clips,
Mm-hmm.
and like this one's tame.
Yeah.
With
I've seen, like-
there's
But
some
maybe
stuff.
this is just the right amount.
It is because there's
No,
some
I
stuff
think
where
the
you're
more
watching
intense it
it.
gets, the funnier it gets.
It gets funnier, but it
I
gets
don't know
to
if
the
I want
point.
funny.
That's what I'm saying. It gets
I
to the
don't-
point where you don't appreciate it.
Yeah.
I saw these.
This is a great story
because
because
it's
I didn't
almost
think,
realistic.
I wasn't laughing that much. I was like, that's funny. I get that that's comical, but
It's badass.
it's badass.
Oh,
Yeah, I
me
wasn't
If it gets
laughing.
too much further, then I'll be like,
I
not
was
Because it
crying.
verbally said badass at least 15 times.
Here was another
Really.
ridiculous one. I don't know if you noticed this, but when Ram crashes his car at the end, they go flying like you've never seen someone fly from a car accident.
Just like they were just like on a harness and
They're-
like went parallel for a second.
and like a million miles per hour.
Yeah.
I mean, he was just like, him and the girl just go, shoo!
Also, the amount of times that like these guys should have died and they hadn't.
Yeah.
Like that guy got flogged to death.
Have you
Yeah.
ever seen someone get shot out of a car?
Oh, yeah. He like gets that was also interesting. So I was surprised that there was like a recognizable actor. I mean, I don't know the guy's name,
Huh?
but like the old white dude.
Oh
You've
yeah,
seen
yeah,
him
yeah.
before, right?
Oh yeah, but I think there's a good amount of opportunity for a C-class actor in America to just head over to Bollywood and start speaking English
Yeah.
in a
Yeah.
movie like this. So that guy, like, I
I
recognize.
feel like a lot of them were British.
Oh, you know what else I was
Yeah.
thinking about during this is British have a lot of nerve to come at us about slavery when they were doing this after guns were invented.
Do the British come on us about slavery?
I feel like they do.
Do they?
I feel like
No
they're like,
way.
oh, America's so racist, and it's like,
Not
dude,
since Sinead
I
O'Connor.
thought what y'all were doing in the 1900s to India.
Oh yeah,
They
so
hate
never
your
said
guts.
they were doing it to Ireland.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
In the recently's?
the Irish famine.
Oh, that was because of some. I don't. What happened in the Irish famine? I just know they had to eat
Yeah,
potatoes.
yeah.
The English
Yeah.
needed all their food, so they took everything.
Oh, really?
Except for the potatoes.
Man, the English are
We
douche.
kept those underground.
They took the potatoes, and then there was like a shortage of potatoes, but it was mainly because the English took all their food.
Ah,
What jerks.
man, they were douche to the Indians.
They were
Yeah,
douche
they
to
were
everybody.
douche.
Couldn't be me. Could not be me. No
you.
way.
We finally freed
That
ourselves.
was only like
and all of a sudden
100
they
years
started
ago.
Pointing the finger at
You
us.
guys got a very British last name.
Night.
Night?
That could have been anywhere. We could be Irish.
What are you talking
F the
about?
Brits.
I don't think there's a lot of Irish nights.
I'm pretty sure we're either
That's a
Scottish
British
or
thing.
Irish.
Nah.
Lineage-wise?
Well, we're also got some German.
Really?
Okay.
There's castles everywhere.
They got a good history.
We've got German?
yeah. But we were like
Lean into
before
that.
the 1900s.
Yeah.
We got out of there around the right time.
Something's getting hippie out.
Something's in the air out
I
there.
don't know.
You guys seem rude.
You guys
Yeah,
seem a
we're
little
outta
too
here.
enthusiastic.
We're gonna go to America. That'd be great. I'd like to know my whole lineage, but I'm scared to now.
Oh, I'm
I wouldn't
not.
feel bad about it. Like if somebody was like, "Hey," like if somebody was like, "You were related, you're a descendant of Adolf Hitler," would you be like,
I would feel
"That's kind of crazy"?
very interested.
I'd be like, "Whoa,
Yeah.
that's." I mean, I'm glad my last name isn't Hitler.
Do I have any money?
If you
Sure.
were related to Hitler,
Yeah.
certainly all those people changed their last name.
Do I have any gold teeth lying around?
Here's 300 gold teeth. This is your inheritance.
Do I have any fillings? I need to return.
Certainly, if you're related to Adolf Hitler, you change your last name, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, if you have his last name?
But
Yeah.
but Castro kind of seems like
I
a
don't
cool
know.
last name.
No,
to
but
keep.
he's not Hitler.
Yeah, I was also
Fidel
about to say.
Castro is not Hitler.
Castro had some
Even like
weird
Joseph
niche support.
Stalin,
Stalin was worse than
he was worse, but he
Yeah.
went under wraps. You know, like if
I
you're
don't feel like Stalin's too under wraps.
Hitler has way
I would
worse.
rather be named Stalin than Hitler.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
say
yeah.
that.
That's what I'm saying. It has
Yeah,
way
I'd much
worse
rather-
connotations.
Hitler's
Like
harsh.
if your name was Hudson Hitler.
Hudson Hitler. Hudson Stalin's kind of sick.
If your name was
Yeah.
Hudson Stalin, I wouldn't even really bat an eye.
It's a good
I might be like, oh,
Yeah.
that's kind of like Joseph Stalin's last name. For some reason,
Joseph.
his
Yeah,
name.
that's his name.
Yeah, Joseph Stalin.
Joseph Stalin just sounded weird hearing it.
Maybe because he
You also-
switched sides at the right time for
Did
a
he?
smidge.
Did
He's
you?
in that picture with Winston Churchill and FDR to get like at the end of the war.
Oh, it's probably just like a peace treaty when he lost, I guess. I don't know.
Well, I think the last people to lose
I
were
thought he died.
the Japanese.
Yeah,
Not during World War II. He didn't.
I do not. I don't know enough about that.
Because
Hitler
the Japanese were going to fight till their very last breath.
Heck yeah, they were.
But we taught them a lifelong
Well,
lesson because they seem
yeah.
to like us these days.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
lifelong lesson.
they do
It's-
a lot of comments.
I can't tell you. I was about 2 train stops away from Okinawa, and I was like, let's just get
That's
out
not one of
here,
the
guys.
ones
Hiroshima.
in
Yeah.
Nagasaki.
That was
Have
embarrassing.
you been to Japan?
Actually, in Oppenheimer, he says, me and my wife like to vacation Okinawa, so we're not doing that one.
Oof.
That's what the guy says in Oppenheimer when they're Oppenheimer when they're talking about where to bomb. He's like,
yeah.
nah, me and my wife we like to vacation there, so
Who
nah,
was that? Josh
Can't do it.
Peck.
no.
Josh
Josh.
Peck.
He was in Oppenheimer. He's the one
Oh,
that
was he
presses
really?
the red
I
button.
thought it was Cillian Murphy was Oppenheimer.
He is.
He was in Oppenheimer. He wasn't Oppenheimer.
Cillian Murphy was.
Josh Peck pushed the red button to drop the bombs in either like the practice round or at the end. Like the big countdown at the end.
I never watched the movies.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
There's a funny scene. So, like, this whole thing is like they're counting down. They just made the atomic bomb. They're like prepping it. They got all this stuff set up, and people are like super excited. And there's like this video of these people like in the movie theater, and like the last like the 3-second timer goes off, and then there's like 10 seconds of silence, and then the bomb is like boom, boom, huge. And like those 10 seconds of silence, someone just lets out a huge fart inside of the theater, and everybody laughs.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I wish it could have been me.
That's funny.
Brian
been
locked
funny.
and loaded. Popcorn
That'd
always
been-
screws me up.
That would have been hilarious if that guy farted, everyone had a good time, and then you farted like 3 seconds later.
Everybody got pissed.
And everyone, yours was like kind of quiet and smelled really bad.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't a fun fart at
Yeah,
all.
it was like a loud squeaker.
Yeah.
And like everybody was like, oh my god.
Kind of sprayed it out a little bit.
What's,
Yeah.
what's wrong with you? I thought,
We gotta get out of here.
I thought we were all doing it. You're sick, man.
Sicko.
Yeah, I think we should watch another Bollywood movie, but maybe not not to pot it instantly and just turn the whole thing into Bollywood reviews.
Yeah.
I think you
we
get a really
fully
strong
committed-
following.
Yeah, true.
There's a large
you can get real
population over
niche on
there.
it.
They would be like, this is
fun.
great.
This is
Yeah, we could actually just become extremely pretentious and do only foreign films.
Holy Bollywood.
If it's not
I hate
American,
those
if
people,
it's
though.
American, we don't want it.
Yeah, but
Every,
only
like,
do like
celebrity.
really fun foreign films. Don't do like the thinkers.
Oh, like anyone that's like Emmy nominated. Every
Whatever.
Emmy
Yeah,
nominated
those.
movie, I'm like,
Yeah.
shit.
Parasite
Fantastic
Porn.
movie.
nominations slapped.
Great. Forrest Gump.
The
I liked
one
it.
with the,
Whoa, I think there was a time like
I think this is
2010.
2020
There's a
now.
script flipped, and everything that wins best movie sucks.
Okay.
It's like
That's fair.
what
I think
was the
somewhere
one we
around, like,
watched
the
with,
new
like,
stuff?
Ben
Yeah, I don't
Affleck's
know.
brother.
Casey.
That win awards. That movie did suck.
It sucked. He was, like,
Manchester
on a
by the
boat.
Sea.
Manchester by the Sea.
I don't know what that is.
You don't
It's just
watch it.
depressing.
Yeah. I mean, I just think the people like, oh, what's your favorite movie? And people are like, oh, well, I love like, and it's like some foreign film. That's
They
in
like these
French, and you're like,
movies.
Go F yourself.
They like these
Say-
movies that are
Say
about.
Master of
I
Disguise.
know it's
We all
Stuart
know
Little.
it's Master of Disguise.
We all know it's Master.
They like these movies that they think are about the regular Joe, just like a regular guy. Like right now, The Brutalist, I think, is winning, and it's about.
Oh yeah.
I think I haven't seen it, but I think it's like a guy who works in like a steel mill. You
Yeah,
know?
they love playing that up.
Yeah. And so Manchester by the Sea is about this
Like a
guy who has
fisherman
to
or
watch his
something?
nephew because his
Brother
kid's
died.
family. Yeah, his brother died, so now he's in charge of his nephew,
Yeah, people from
and
Hollywood.
his
love
wife
being
died,
like,
and that's like it.
I wonder what the East Coast is like.
That's really all it is.
Yeah, like,
it's
so
like
now
a
it's all
misty
these, like-
town. They
Yeah.
walk by a
A
dock.
misty,
Wow, you
depressing
played
town.
a regular
They're
Joe
upset.
really well. Like
Yeah.
that's how these.
Hey, I'm just
This
a
guy-
regular Joe
this guy
working on a
drinks his coffee
steel
black.
mill.
Yeah, dude, that's what
Where's
they
the
do now.
rebar? I need rebar on stage 3 of this regular Joe job.
Whoa.
You all know it.
He's got a hard hat on. The wrong
So
way.
I was
like to see
I
how
thought
rebar
of a
was
game, but I couldn't put it together. But
Okay.
I'll show you what made me think of it. So I was listening to this pod this morning, and they were doing sound bites from clips, and I was like, "What is this sound? What is this sound from?" So I think I got it here.
Samples.
Yeah, like a little sample.
And yet you pine for
The Spider-Verse.
Wow, you got that really quick. So I wanted to find little. I think this is a game for another time, but where I find that was really good because I could not think of it.
Oh, really? That's like
On the
that-
way here, I thought of it when I found it again.
That sound scratch is pretty like. I think they do that like 100 times in this.
I know, but I was like, "Where is that from?" And you did it really good. And I wonder, like, just the smidgest sound.
They have
but you
like a
could-
game show off of that. It's like I can name the song in 10 notes, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I can name it in 5," and then it's just
yeah,
like
I've seen that. That's a good one too.
it's also the guy like he just plays it off piano. Like if they would give me the actual song for like the 3 seconds or whatever, how many keys it is, I could get it really.
Sometimes
quick.
they do the actual song in that.
But he's
show.
like bum 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 bum, and you're
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh,
Yeah,
I don't know,
I couldn't do that.
but that sounded. Bum 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 bum. What is that from?
I have
The
Waltons.
done up. Up.
Oh, thank you.
Oh yeah, say it 6 times. All right, what's this from?
What was it?
Did you get it?
Dumbass. I mean, there was no noise in it.
No, there was noise. I want to
Oh.
see it.
Yeah, I heard it a little bit, but it was like,
Jaws.
okay.
You either give it all the way or not enough.
I know. I couldn't get it.
The first one, it was like.
All right.
All right, what about this? Oh, here comes an ad. Dang. I have to wait for the ad.
I'm definitely gonna crush this game. I feel like Hudson. What was the game Hudson was?
Was that good at one?
dominant at? I feel like it was like some like scary movie thing or something. You crushed it. I was furious. I went to sleep mad that day.
He creamed some game about
This might be Hudson's
Oh,
last
something.
pod. He's moving out.
when?
This weekend or next week.
Something like that.
Wow.
Early next week.
Wow.
Heartbreaking. The end of an era.
The Heartbreaker.
HBK, Shawn Michaels.
Michael Michaels.
That was one of the better WWE guys in our day. Top 10, maybe.
Interstellar.
Oh, he
Good
cringed.
job. I just started that movie. Never finished that movie anymore.
Yeah, it's
not a
a journey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like 3 hours long.
Yeah. I like the scene where they go to the water planet and then the guy comes back and he's 27 years
Super
old
badass.
or whatever.
Yeah, it's
and
great.
then he meets his daughter and she's like 120.
Mhm.
And also the fact that they named the space station after the daughter, I'm sure she did a lot. I'm sure she
That's
deserves
messed
it.
up.
I think it's frigged because Matthew
Why?
McConaughey threw
Well,
his
she-
freaking life away.
He gave her
Yeah,
the
but
code.
she did everything. Like
She
she
got
did
the
all
code.
the work.
He did all the
He
work.
did the
He did all the work.
No,
He
did
made
they
all
the
were
the work.
stuck at
sacrifice.
home.
He made the sacrifice.
He did it in Morse
She did all the
code
work.
with the books.
Yeah, but I'm saying he made the sacrifice. She did all the actual I live out and live my life and do all the science and do all the prepper. She did everything.
Yeah,
He just did a
made it.
massive sacrifice and was smart enough to figure out what to do.
It's
But it
like-
wasn't like he spent,
I don't know enough about the science to know who did more, but he gave her the
I see what
answer.
you're saying.
He went into a
I see
freaking
she
black
didn't
hole
make
into
the
the
space
fifth
station
dimension.
either.
I'm sure she didn't name it.
Also, how does a math
Lost 100
problem make a
years.
space station fly?
Oh, well.
Also, just the disrespect of that doctor that was like, "Oh no, this isn't named after you, you idiot."
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
named
like,
after your
dude,
daughter.
don't you know I came up with the answer and I've only aged 2 years?
Yeah, what do you? You know what year I was born?
Yeah.
I'm 156 years old right now.
How about Michael Caine in the Michael Caine's character, and he just they're over here playing fake math for like 50 years because he's like,
Oh, he's like,
I think this is fake the whole time.
Yeah.
Like,
Who's
dude,
Michael
Wow.
Caine? I don't know him. I know what you're talking about.
Is that his actual name?
Michael Caine?
Yeah.
He's got white hair, right?
Yeah, he's Alfred in the old Batman's.
Ah,
Oh, okay.
Michael Caine.
Yeah. He's
Mark.
got chameleon eyes.
that's
Does
the
he?
old Batman.
I just feel like his eyes are closed.
The
Like they're
new
webbed.
Alfred
I'm
is.
picturing Christian Bale, Alfred.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Michael
That's
Caine.
Michael Caine. Cool.
Yeah, he's not the new one.
Yeah, but you did a terrible Michael Caine.
That was decent.
Oh no, this would be good.
You sound
This
like
is
Sean
actually-
Connery or something, wasn't
Yeah,
he?
but-
He sounds kind of like him.
Michael Caine.
There's actually this whole
I'm Michael Caine.
Michael Caine. He talks like this.
That's like the perfect Sean Connery.
This is a perfect Michael Caine.
Oh, you actually go for Michael Caine.
Huh?
Actually go for Michael Caine.
Yeah, I'll actually try this.
You're not even British. Yeah, sure.
So Sean Connery.
Yeah, Sean Connery is British. I don't know why he said that.
Him?
No.
Oh, no, I
And Sean
No,
Connery?
you're the idiot.
Isn't Sean Connery British?
Michael Caine. Yeah,
Sean
he's Connery.
Connery is
talks-
British.
Sean Connery. That's obviously.
Except
I think they're pretty
Yeah.
close to each other.
That's obviously.
He sound like Kermit.
You know what I was thinking about this the other day?
Go back and
If
forth.
I could go back in time and do anything, our pod impersonations.
Oh.
If we could do impersonations,
That's the
I'm
whole
getting
time.
sick
The
and
pod
tired
would
of
be
that
famous.
SOB who does all the Jeff Goldblum impersonations. I think all of his impersonations sound like Jeff Goldblum.
let me hear Jeff Goldblum.
Oh, hey. Jeff Goldblum. I like art and stuff.
Jeff Goldblum. What does he sound like?
Oh, hey.
I don't think
He
so.
says hey a lot. I don't know.
Wow.
Dude's a weird guy. It's all Sean Connery for you.
Yeah. I'm Jeff Goldblum.
All right, Jeff Goldblum.
Sean Connery.
There's some. It might be Sean Connery for you. There's probably at least one celebrity that we could all impersonate pretty well. We just haven't found it yet, and that's sad.
And that's sad.
I just don't understand why you would put so much effort into. How much effort?
If we
10,000
did
hours?
that, our podcast would be famous. If we could just go out into character and do like
Oh, like this episode, it's Bert Kreischer and Tom
no,
Segura.
but just
That's
mix it
lame.
in sometimes. Like if I was killing a Michael Caine right now, Michael Caine, then people would love
That's
that.
not how he sounds.
Was that Sean Connery?
He's like a softer speaking British
Sean
person.
Connery talking to Michael
Sounds
Caine.
like this. It's Michael Caine. He gets all that's Michael Caine.
It's too low.
No,
I think
actually,
he talks
what's
soft.
funny about this whole conversation
He
is
told
like,
you.
oh, what are you, gay Kane?
The Chamber of Secrets.
Yeah, he just
Oh, a little too Harry Potter there.
What's funny about it is I just watched this clip where these two guys are doing Michael Caine impersonations back and forth.
Yeah.
And he's like, he doesn't sound like that. He sounds like this.
Probably one of those dudes I hate.
No.
Guy that does Jeff Goldblum. Oh, well, the picture. I don't know what he does. I don't know how Jeff Goldblum speaks. Brown.
Mm.
You got Michael Caine?
You trusted me. And I failed you.
Well, that's just him crying.
You trusted me.
That was really good.
And I failed you.
That's not the Jew.
All I gotta do
I
is
failed
listen to
you.
it. Play me a Jeff Goldblum. I'll get that right off.
I really wish I could.
Whoa, Jurassic Park, dinosaurs. I just don't like how. What would be the definition of Jeff Goldblum? There's like one word.
definition.
Like there's one word. He's just too.
Obnoxious.
Nah. We're like fancy.
Oh, here it is. This is the video I was trying to find.
A fancier word.
Very
Ego.
I say that he used to talk like that.
Do you like
Eh.
okay?
Okay.
I feel
I
like
say
it's
Michael Caine used to talk like this in the 1960s, right? But that has changed, and I say that over the years.
You talk like this in the
Michael's
1960s,
voice has come
Mike.
down several octaves. Let me finish. And all of the cigars and the brandy don't let me finish. Can now be heard.
Okay.
I've not fucking finished. In the
That's not
brandy
Michael
voice
Caine.
And the voice now.
I thought that was
We
the
are
young Michael.
still not finished.
These are guys doing an impersonation.
Yeah, because you look like you're about to bloody talk. Let me finish.
He's very good.
Really good. But this guy says he's not, and I actually think the first guy was better.
Harry Brown. I can't go fast because Michael Caine talks very, very slowly.
Right, this is how Michael Caine speaks. Michael Caine speaks to his nose like that. He gets very, very specific. It's very like that. When he gets loudly, it gets very loud indeed. It gets very specific. It's
That's a
not
good
quite
one,
nasal
Dave.
enough the way
See?
you're doing it.
How
right?
fun would it be if we could just do a zillion of those?
Just everyone we could think of.
I'd be like, well, just occasionally you just burst out into character and you're like, dang, that was a really good Michael Caine.
You're fired.
He speaks very, very loudly.
That was a great Michael Caine. That was a good game. Needs a little more structure to it. I think we played like 2
He gets very nasally, and when he gets very loud and specific.
You sound like Bane.
Who was that guy from? He's like a villain in one of those bad
He was
movies.
in the guy that was just talking.
Yeah. I think he was in a bad
He
movie.
was in The Other Guys.
Ah, yeah, he was the rich guy in the other
Yeah.
guys. Yeah. But, anyways, if y'all haven't watched RRR, here is your notice to do so. I promise you will not be upset. This movie is 3.5 hours long. Break it up, take a
two-part.
couple intermissions. There's honestly a part in the movie where it felt like it was an intermission.
Yeah.
And like me and Hudson had this conversation when we were watching it, like you were talking to like a Indian person and you're like, yeah, I watched RRR, like I was up till 2 a.m. like
That song
and they
is
were like,
so
you watched
good.
that movie in one sitting. You didn't do the hour 30. Is it him? Is this him?
And then he's just getting whipped and just
Yeah,
singing
just
this to the crowd.
Put this up to the microphone and this is how we're gonna close out this pod. No outro.
Put it closer.
Hold on then. I wanted to bring something up first. So, do you guys ever, does this ever happen to you? Happens to me all the time. And I don't know that it has a name, but it needs one. Especially if it doesn't only happen to me. So this morning, I was leaving for work, and I told Taylor, I said, sell some houses. And she said, I'll try. And I said, do or do not. There is no try. And I quoted Yoda, okay? That's a Yoda quote. I was listening to my
You
podcast
say like Yoda.
on the way to work. No, I just thought of it. I was like, just sell them, you know?
Okay. Yeah.
There's no try. And I was listening to my podcast, and they literally...
Trying is
He literally
if
says
you're
it.
trying-
Oh, so like you say something and then it pops up like
You say it's like serendipitous. There's probably a better word for it, though.
What did you call it?
Serendipitous.
Yeah, okay, so that's like just kind of like coincidence, basically,
Yeah,
or
basically.
like perfect timing. Is
Yeah. Like an
serendipity.
odd thing happening.
or and all of a sudden you see a ton of.
I mean, that was crazy. I never quoted that in my life. I just happened to say it, and then I heard it 15 minutes later. Also, another version of it is I will learn a word, a new word, and then someone will use it like that day.
That's the thing.
They just
that-
have the same website. You're learning
Hey,
words off.
more so what Zach was talking about. It's like whenever you hear something, you notice it more. Like if you're like,
Yeah, but
I'm
this
thinking
will be
about
a word
Kia
that I'm like, I've
Souls. You'll
never-
like go out and be like,
I've had a
there's
weird
like 15
situation.
Kia Souls today.
Yeah, that's kind of, but I mean, I will not have ever heard this word, and then I will be like,
You might have been just rolled it off.
onomatopoeia. No, because it's such a crazy
You've never
word.
heard
like,
the word onomatopoeia?
well, how did I just come up with it? Just for an
You didn't
example.
make the word.
Onomatopoeia is like buzz, right?
I think it. I
Isn't
thought
it
it
when
was
a
a word
word
like
is-
bang or something. Yeah, buzz.
Yeah, buzz.
right.
Yeah, so the bee
Same thing.
buzz,
Yeah.
because it sounds like what it is.
Yeah.
And then that day, after I just learned the word onomatopoeia, someone will say, oh, that's funny. I never thought that word was an onomatopoeia before. And I'm like, okay, what's going on
Who's
here?
here?
Yeah.
Matrix.
Does that happen to you guys?
I've had situations where I'm like, oh, that person kind of looks like so and so, and then I'm like, I see so and so. I'm like, oh man, I swear that was.
You.
And then I see them like a day later or a couple weeks later, so I'm looking out for them.
I've just been assigned to create serendipity in both of you guys' lives.
Yeah, Hudson's like an elf or a leprechaun.
Yeah, something like that.
Us confusion.
Did you know that
Yeah,
Barack
go, go.
Obama
I'm
used
so
to go
quick
by a different
or
name?
Light on my feet.
Yeah.
It's because I float a little
Oh
bit.
yeah, Hudson's so light on his feet, he ripped my Achilles ankle out of my frickin'. I have a fresh injury. I'm coming off of about 12 hours off of tearing my Achilles heel, and I'll tell you, it's terrible. The thing with this stuff is like we were doing like 1v1s routes, one person defending, one person doing a route. I don't even know if he's listening right now.
Yeah, he's being very disrespectful.
Yeah, it honestly sucks.
It's
I
honestly
heard-
cell
disrespectful.
phones ruining the
I
generation
was-
above us.
I started talking and you cut me off, and so I went to
What were you
read-
talking about, pal? Let's
I
hear
said,
it.
did you know that Barack Obama had a different name before? And he was like
Yes.
adopted, but it's not on Wikipedia.
What's his name?
So his name is Barack Obama Jr., but there's like this thing that he is not Barack Obama Sr.'s son, and he's like some Indonesian guy's son. And if you look at this Indonesian guy, he
Looks
looks
just like Barack.
he looks just like him. And at like age 18, he went by. I was trying to find it, but like you can't find it on Wikipedia.
Well,
Like he I don't know. It's very confusing.
I hope Barack Obama's Achilles heels are both doing fine.
I mean,
Good segue.
is it your Achilles heel?
It's something in the foot region. I'm no doctor.
I just routed him up too bad.
Oh, so you were there playing too?
We
Yeah.
were all there.
Who's
Me,
we all?
Cleve, Matt, Hudson, all switching off. I was just breaking into my high school routes when I was a senior wide receiver, and I tore something.
He was down the
up.
field 4-9 flat.
The first play, I just don't even want to talk to this guy. Head in the
Yeah,
phone.
it's
Not
awful.
even like
It's
I can hear you.
What did I say?
Well, I was getting back to my high school routing days. 4-9 flat, fast. I was beast.
I didn't say all that.
Which part did you not?
4-9 flat.
That was
fast.
me.
I was beast. None
You
of
said
that.
something about 4-9 flat.
That was me.
That wasn't me.
Ugh.
Get your head out of your phone.
All right, you got my full attention.
I don't want to say the effing story anymore. You
I
make
heard
me,
it this
I
morning.
repeat myself 3 times.
I just hate bitching. But
Oh yeah, because you're the king of bitching.
about what? What was the last thing I heard? I know
What
yours.
were you bitching
ankle.
about?
Yeah.
I wasn't even bitching about it, and you didn't even hear that part. You were
I-
just sitting there with your thumb up your ass, looking at your cell phone
You already
like a
told
classic
me this-
millennial.
Oh, so how'd you hurt it? You fell?
Oh, I already told you this off the pod. Like, we've never recycled freaking stories.
What happened?
I don't even know.
That's the story.
I didn't like feel like normally like you roll an ankle and you're like, oh shit, I just rolled my
I
ankle.
think
better sit
what
down.
you did is you just don't use your body. So when you did,
Oh, it was a
you're
huge
so,
shock.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a big shock for every tendon in my lower legs.
You need to get
Trying
back
to
in the
sprint
gym.
30 yards. You need to give me my garage door opener. I can't even get in.
Oh,
my
do
garage
you,
these
I?
days.
Yeah.
Do you? I?
Guess again.
Where is it?
In your car. I was seeing how long it would take you to notice.
How
You're
long was it?
lying.
It's been in there for like weeks.
I'm gonna go look right after this because I know for a fact you're gonna unlock my truck and put it in there after this podcast.
You go straight there. I'll sit right here.
All right, let's end this podcast.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's it.
Listen, play
Outro's out.
Play that song.
Yeah,
out.
for sure, for sure.
In the crimson.
Yeah, put it directly up there.
Huh? We don't really talk about the dancers, but they were super beasts. I wonder how they filmed those. Were they like sped up?
I can have the right people dancing with that too.
But their dance at the very end, the closing credits is awesome too.
And then they're like, look at mother from the... And they're like shouting out like all the leaders. I love that. She's doing a great job.
I forgot about that part.
How long is the song?
Oh my god. We can cut it whenever.